Gotta work on that timing. It's just not always spot on. But howdy do, everybody. Yeah, it's not technically my birthday, but apparently I got notified the other day that it's my YouTube birthday. So I don't actually remember when I started streaming. It was a couple of years ago. Honestly, like, it was shortly, I think, before it was shortly before Trump got in office. That's, like, the only mile marker, like, thing I can remember. So, I don't, however long ago that was anymore. Tabitha's really bad about keeping track of time lately. If you're a fan of Inside the Booth and you've been watching me over there, you'll know that I have been struggling to understand the space-time continuum, honestly. So, but I do appreciate everybody. I see Rookie was here. Happy birthday. Yes, happy YouTube birthday. Um, I hope everything sounds better. I have been working really hard on trying to get this sound system working and going. Um, it's not been easy. It's been a chore and a half, I will tell you, and a lot of frustration. And but I thought tonight to do something different where you could see my artwork, you could see me, and just kind of a little bit of the best of both worlds, if you will. But yeah, I thought I'd come and we'd hang out, and so in honor of my YouTube birthday, and I wanted to continue streaming with everybody. I thought it would be kind of cool um, to kind of continue the story of, you guys remember from the last couple of times, we got Carl and Guts. I haven't finished coloring yet. I'm working on it. Okay. I didn't know if we wanted to do that together or not, but I honestly wanted to take some time to I wanted to try to take some time and do this without too much pressure, because I was kind of not liking the direction that Carl was in. His color palette, I think, is actually pretty cool, but it's not what I was going for. So I had to kind of reset my brain. And I tell you what, let's get some happy jiving music in here. Let's get something going on. I need to better understand my music here and see if let's get some ambiance going. But see if it'll pick it up. Again, I've been struggling with some of my sound here, but hopefully that'll pick up in a little bit. I know it kind of starts off in a low key. We'll adjust as needed. But anyway, I needed some time to actually look at, because I don't know why, guys, but I really like this character and the story that we've created together. And I just really like it. So I want to take time to really develop the colors and the palette and everything. And that being said, I thought it would be super cool to kind of create Guts and Carl together on my YouTube birthday celebration here. Not going all out. It's nothing too special here. Just you guys and myself hanging out on a Thursday. And I'm trying to just quickly sketch out Carl's face. And then I will put a birthday cake. The plan is Carl's face. I quickly sketch that out, and then I'll do details later on. Have a birthday cake and put Guts over here. I kind of want Carl to be disgusted with the fact that he has to share this moment with Guts. If you guys remember the storyline that we've been creating lately with these characters, you know that Carl is not thrilled about the fact that he has to share his life right now with Guts until the future Mrs. Carl shows up. And we're going to work on Mrs. Carl one day. I believe there needs to be a happy ending. Release the McCracken. Hello, it says happy birthday. Thank you. It's my YouTube birthday, and we're celebrating by doing some fan art of my own creation. Guts and Carl together, celebrating this day with me, and Carl absolutely hates it. So let's see what we can do here. I have a reference photo of a lion over here. But I'm trying to also go back to, that's Tuerto. Go also back towards Carl and just kind of reference, back and forth between that. So we'll see if we can't capture that. Honestly, that is something that is difficult for me. I create a lot of interesting characters, and even with my chibis and things like that. But I only know how to do one face. Right? One face. Carl has really big ears because he's half bat. I forgot about that. So I only really know how to do one type of face. Whatever I draw them as, I don't know how to do them in motion and with expression. So, this would be a really great practice for me. So we got... He already looks distraught, doesn't he? He already looks like he's just having a bad day. So that's great. That's perfect. Not that I want Carl to have a bad day, but that's what we're going for. So, all right. So now I need to get, let's see, this guy over here has a broken tooth. Carl does not have broken teeth. Carl strikes me as the kind of guy that surprisingly takes good care of his hygiene and his teeth. What do you think? What do you guys think? Anonymous says happy tube day. Exactly. There you go. I like that. Happy tube day. All right. Thanks for joining and celebrating with me. Let's see if we can get some. All right. We're just going to do the general gist of the teeth back here. All right. These little craggy things. And then they've got the other craggy things back here. We'll finish that later, but I just want to kind of have an idea of. And then he's got this tongue. Just kind of fill in some random stuff. Noob Reviews is here. Oh my gosh, my stars and garters. Just for you.
I am a complete and total pop culture noob. I know nothing.
Saying just wanted to drop in before Weaves and Waifu started. Oh, well, thank you so much. Love that you're celebrating your YouTube birthday. Yeah, absolutely. I tell you what, life has been a little bit crazy, and it's so nice to have people pop in and say hello to you. My YouTube birthday. Let me see. I gotta look at some stuff. There's so much to do. I kind of need to chill, honestly, if I'm being real. Hey, it's my nerdy home saying happy birthday. Oh, thank you. Yes, YouTube birthday. I just want to clarify. Where's the donation button? Well, there are different ways to donate to the channel in the description box, but there are ways, but might as well. I have been so busy up there in the chat, but I just I need to chill. And honestly, I've been busy, so I decided to start going on Twitch. I'm twitching now, and yeah, that's probably an old joke, but I'm gonna use it. I'm new to the crew. I'm new to the crew, and so I have been working hard over there. In fact, I'm going to be going over on Twitch once the stream is done and finishing, trying to color and finish off a character that I created. Like, if I were to customize and have a preference of a Fortnite skin, who would I choose? And so over on Twitch, if you're curious to know who it is that I've created and what this person looks like, shortly after this stream, I'm going to head over there. But I tell you what, I've been so busy, and It's been a little bit of a struggle. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm just being real with you guys. Uh, so taking the time to just kind of draw something ridiculous, something that's mine, is really great. So we've got this weird face, kind of reminds me of Tigger a little bit here. Um, it looks like a weird kind of Tigger. I don't know. Maybe I'm tired. But I think before I draw Guts, I need to make the birthday cake, and then we'll kind of. I need to basically get an idea of the composition, and Dan is on his way with cake and a candle. That's a long drive. Dan lives in New York, but yeah, if I sketch in the composition of everything, the placement of everything, then I can go in and really hone in the details here. So, birthday cake. I guess we're just gonna go with typical birthday cake. It's got to have pink sugar. Okay, since he kind of looks like Tigger. Winnie the Pooh is my favorite children's literature. Eeyore is my favorite character. I've got to have a birthday cake with pink sugar on it. If you know the reference, you know. It's my favorite story in Winnie the Pooh, in which Eeyore has a birthday and gets 2 presents. He is so sassy in that story. So sassy. All right. And you don't really appreciate the sass until you get older and realize what he's talking about. And nobody thinks of Eeyore as being sarcastic. But let's see, I guess just kind of a basic birthday cake. I might be horrible at drawing birthday cakes, guys. Oh, all right. You guys know that when we get together on Thursday, I like to try to draw things and engage in the community, and you guys give me some ideas and throw this on there. So, in this world that we're creating, what would be on a birthday cake in a world like this? Let me know. Maybe it's like tradition that they have little goblins on the cake or something. I don't know. Just throw that out there. But how can I change this from being a regular kind of birthday cake to a fantasy cake in this world that we're creating? How do they celebrate birthdays in this world? Throw me some ideas. I can always change the design of the cake. It doesn't have to be a basic shape. But let's just kind of sketch this in here and see what happens. But yeah, please give me some ideas. I'm thinking, what would make this a different kind of birthday cake? And we'll leave the top plain until we figure something out. And then how do I make Guts? How do you make a tail look snarky? Like, how do you make a tail look snarky? Well, okay, so it's like a tentacle. All right, monkey tail with a tentacle and what did we say it was? Lionfish barbs. Okay, we're gonna make it a snarky tail. I think movement kind of makes it look snarky, so I kind of like the movement that was back there, so maybe just kind of the similar thing. Like, how do you make something that's faceless have attitude? Like, Guts is looking a little bit big back here, but it's a close-up. It's an up-close portrait. That's how it is at birthdays. Families get together. You guys, get on each other's nerves, and you love each other because you have to. And I think that Guts is a little more endearing than Carl is. Yeah, look at this. I think it kind of looks like Guts is trying to snuggle with Carl a little bit here. Carl's not having it. So, again, throw me some ideas for this birthday cake. I would love, maybe, okay, so I'm open. Maybe it doesn't need to be pink sugar. Maybe it should be something else. But now that I've got this composition, Carl needs some love here. Oh, but I forgot about the barbs. So I need to sharpen this. And I almost think the cake is a little too small if it's going to be in front of everybody. I think I need to expand the cake. Who doesn't want more cake on their birthday? Just kind of make this big, like massive, like right up close. Okay. So guts. There we go. All right. So we're doing little section cups. So we're going to start with some ovals. Now it's time for the deets. Am I right? Am I right? Be sure to hit the like button too, either on your way in or on your way out. I greatly appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being here. I'm very much looking forward to finishing, or at least trying to finish, my character on the other stream. But this is fun. You know what? It just kind of in the future, I kind of wonder if I'm just gonna write a story about the adventures of Guts and Carl. I think it would be a lot of fun. I think it would be a fun story. You know, another one of those ridiculous homeward bound kind of stories. Essentially, Carl is Shadow. And Guts is Chance. I haven't watched that movie in forever. My gosh. Okay. It'll be a story of kind of like what we've built here, and the fact that Carl is dying because he can't find Mrs. Carl. And so Guts comes along and rescues him, and it's the relationship he didn't want, but it's the one that he needed. I think it would be such fun. It would be a weird story. Now, I think it would be really cool too if this tentacle had kind of like scales on it. If I ever do decide to really in-depth color this, having, I think, like mermaid scale, I say mermaid, but you know, fish scales on the back of this would be really cool as well. Power 700, thank you. It is my YouTube birthday. I've been streaming for, well, I say streaming, but I have been doing videos for quite a few years, and now I'm going live, and it's been quite an adventure. One day I decided to start. I think it's been so long, but I remember wanting to start because it seemed like a really cool thing to do. And I'm sorry, I have to look at Guts's barbs here. I thought it would be really cool. I've always liked telling stories. I liked photography, and I like graphic design, and I like editing, and I like videoing, and all of that coupled together seemed like YouTube was the place. You know, you've got your thumbnails, and again, you got your videos, then you've got your artwork in and of itself, and it's a lot of work, but it's been very beneficial for me. And I just decided, like, why not give it a try? And I think I had a friend, you can actually find her on my channel with the channels, related channels, I think is what it's called. See, I'm on YouTube all this time, I don't even know what things are called. But her name's Kelly, and she just decided to go for it. And I was like, you know, I could do that. I could do art. Because for so long, I'm like, I'd love to try to do it, but what would I do? What would I do? Maria, one of my favorite people on the internet, jumping in to say hi. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I am creating Carl and Guts celebrating over a birthday cake. Carl's not happy about it. But yeah, it's like, I would love to make videos, but what would I do about it? But what would I do? TD says hi. I'm sure he does. Yeah, I know. You feel kind of bad. All your friends are streaming, and I don't want to take away from Tom's crew. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If you guys are interested in the Adam Sandler and some of his films that he's done and just reliving the 90s, that's what Tom's doing over there on Rogue Attraction. You should check out his channel. But when I first started, I was like, what could I do? I just didn't feel like I was knowledgeable enough, talented enough, skilled enough to do anything that was worthwhile watching or doing. Like, I'm the type of person, I know a lot. Let's see. I know a little bit about a lot. And I might be a wordy person. I have a pretty extensive vocabulary, but I don't necessarily know technical jargon when it comes to, especially to technology, philosophy, psychology, and things like that. I can describe things with many words, but I don't necessarily have the specific word for something. And just feeling that my ignorance was somehow a shortcoming, if that makes sense. And I have just been learning to do things afraid, if you will. I have a terrible knack, or terrible habit, I should say, of, hey, Zechariah, hello. But I have a terrible habit of thinking that if I'm not naturally gifted at something, or if I don't catch on quickly, or if I attempt something and make a mistake, that I'm failing at it, that I'm making a huge error, and that everybody's going to laugh at me. And I don't know where that's... Yeah, exactly. Maria's a very well-educated lady, very smart. We know a little of many things, right? How does that saying go? Maria, you probably know. People only quote the snippet of it saying, master of none. How does it go? See, there you go. Like, I can think it in my head, but I can't. Jack of all trades, but a master of none. And they tend to say that in a negative way. But actually, if you read the full quote, in fact, let me see if I can find that. It's actually really encouraging when I found the rest of it. Jack of all trades, master of none. But there's actually more to that than... Let's see. Full quote. Let me find it here. Jack of all trades is a master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one. And that is actually such a compliment in and of itself. There's nothing wrong with focusing all your energy in one thing. Like, if you're a musician and you want to be a skilled violinist, you need to focus on that violin. Go get it. Don't be wasting your time with Minecraft and all these other things. But I am so intrigued by a variety of hobbies and trades that I never just settled down and did, one thing. And again, I just never took the time to study, and focus my energy on one thing. And so I found that to be a shortcoming, that I didn't know or didn't have all the answers. That if you'd ask me, even political, it could be anything, political, religious, economical, even art. I'm an artist. People compliment me on my art and they tell me I do a great job. Thank you for that, by the way. You have no idea what that means to me. But everything, I felt like if I didn't have the answer to it, I wasn't worthy of attempting it, right? And that horrible, especially as a Christian. I say Christian. I don't really like labeling myself as such. That's something for somebody else to call you. Really? It's a for me. It's just I've come to that place in my life where I don't really like to refer to myself as a Christian, but I am a child of God. And so as a child of God, there are a lot of questions out there today that, we never thought we would have to face because things seem to be common sense or normal. But then people ask these questions. And so as a Christian, as a child of God, you're like, I don't know how to answer that. Like, I know the answer or I assume it, but I don't have the answer. And so I wouldn't really talk to people about faith and things like that, or I would be nervous to if anybody asked me because I didn't have the answer to it. And learning that that's okay. Religion aside, it could be anything. It's okay to not know everything because you don't know everything. And so, like with YouTube, going back, all that being said, going back to YouTube, I was afraid to start because I'm like, I don't know all the answers. I don't know all the technical jargon and stuff like that. And I just am learning to do it afraid. I listened to a book and some podcasts. This lady author, she wrote a book called Do It Afraid. And it's a spiritual book, but I think this application can be secular across the board. There's so much to be done in the world, and for so many years, I put my life on hold because I was just too afraid. Like, I'm not smart enough. I don't have enough money. I'm too old. I know I'm not old. I'm not old. But for some things, you feel like you are too old. Right. And you kind of just tell these lies. I'm not smart enough. I'm too scared. And then the questions of what if this happens? What if I travel somewhere and I get mugged? What if I lose my passport? What if I can't make the train? And you get in your head and finding, and I just went ahead and tried YouTube, and I'm not necessarily overly proud of the content that I made early on in this channel, but I tried my best, and I leave it up there because it's kind of humbling. This is the first and foremost thing. But it's also amazing to go back and look and see what you accomplished. And it's just another, like, a marker. It's like, I did it. I did it. Look at the people that I've met. Look at the things I've been able to achieve because I decided to try doing something afraid and risk looking like a fool. Abunas, hi. He says, happy YouTube birthday, Tabitha. Hope you are enjoying the journey. May God bless you to have continued success in your art and channel. And I still love the drawing you did for me. Yeah, I need to send that to you. I need to find an email address and send you that picture. I would love it. It's one of those things where you create something and you love it, but that doesn't mean everybody else does, and you feel kind of weird, like, hey, I'd like to send this to you. If you would like to have it, I would love to send it to you. And so I just need to, I guess I could go on your YouTube channel and find it, and I need to email it to you or send it to you on Twitter or something like that if you'd like to have it. I liked that picture. And that was another thing, striking out, doing pictures of YouTubers. Some people don't really like it if you do their picture. I will confess, I'm pretty vain. If somebody did a picture of me and I didn't really like it, you kind of feel obligated to like it because it's really sweet and wonderful. And that's the thing too. I've learned so much. Don't be so vain, Tabitha. Like, just don't be so vain. Learn to just kind of enjoy the journey. Go outside and learn to love the world, learn to love people where they are. He would love to have that on his wall. Okay. All right. I will figure out how to get that to you. I will say I am mighty proud of that piece. Abu Nas, I can't explain to you, like, drawing people is really, really difficult. I cannot tell you how easy it was to draw your face. It just happened. And I was so happy. You just have a face that I guess maybe it's easy composition, easy to balance out. I don't know what it was, man, but I'm so happy that it turned out really well. And he'll send me a DM tomorrow. Excellent. Excellent. I'll be happy to get that to you. And see, that's the thing too. Like, if you don't take the risk, you could be missing out on making other people happy if you don't do what you are called to do, what you're gifted to do. You don't know who's missing out on what you have to offer. Says, I can attest to that, and I'm glad my old round head was easy to draw. I love the beard portion. Like, that was really fun to do. Yeah, and I'm just learning more and more. You know, the Bible is very clear about pride and things like that, but you know, God is very patient with us, thankfully. But what I notice with other people, when I try to encourage them in something that I see potential in them, excuse me, and they don't go for it because we're afraid, we're uncertain, we put ourselves down, and it breaks my heart because it's like, oh, they could be so good at that. And you don't want people to miss out. You don't want people to miss out. You know, it would help. And so learning to practice what I preach, essentially, that basically, you know, in the immortal words of Michael Jackson, basically, if you want to make a change, how does that? Oh, I might get this wrong, but if you want to make the world a better place, take a look in the mirror and be the change. You know, be the change you want to see in the world, and that could be as simple as using your talents and your gifts where you can. You might not necessarily, you know, it's an old cliche, you know, to the world you might be one person, to one person you might be the world. That's true. You could be the one that influences the next person that makes the great change. And without you, that great change could never have happened. I mean, how many people has J.K. Rowling inspired with her story? You know, if you look back and read her story, like her life, she had it really, really rough. It was not a pleasant story, but she went ahead and, you know, she got rejected for Harry Potter numerous times, like many authors. She got rejected and she just kept on going. And if I'm not mistaken, I think she took a really, well, not very big check, like when she finally was like, I'll take the offer, when she got the one offer. And it wasn't that significant, but it was something. And from there, we all know the story. It just blew up. And I mean, how many people have decided because of her, they're like, I'm going to become an author. I know the person that rejected her is kicking himself for sure. But like, and how many people have been inspired and said, I could write a story. I could do it. And sometimes it's not even about the success, right? It's just about, I did it. I overcame that fear. That would be me, honestly. I have numerous books that I would love to write, but I would love for them to make money. You know, J.K. Rowling is an inspiration to me. I mean, she was older when she wrote her books. I'm not saying I'm old, but I mean, like, I think she was in her late 30s or 40s, thereabouts, when she wrote those stories. And just proving that you're never too old. She had horrible circumstances. And I would just love to be able to publish a book. Like, just know that I did it. I put myself aside to invest in myself and make my dreams come true, if that makes sense. Abu Na says, well, I got inspired to be a writer on a dare, almost 20 years ago, and I've spent that time off and on to create my high fantasy story. Oh, I bet it's fantastic. Oh, are you going to release that to the masses if you can? Or if you need some people to read it, a volunteer's tribute. I love fantasy. If you guys don't know by now. But yeah, YouTube has definitely been a place where it's taught me so much. I may not be hugely successful on YouTube, but I can take it as an achievement, and he will release it to the masses. I can look at it as achievement. You know, I've got this little plaque that I made up here when I got to 100 subscribers, and that was such an exciting day when it was like, got 100 subscribers. And a lot of us, we look at that like, well, I got 100. What does that matter? It doesn't really mean anything, but it does. And that's why we have to celebrate with other people when the market is overly saturated, man. And so, you know, you took a chance and decided to go out and try. And that is a huge crowning achievement. Most people don't even try anymore. And if you like, I will send you a sample chapter. You know it, man. Oh, that would be. I'd be honored, and I would treasure it. Even if I didn't like it, I would still be honored and treasure that greatly, because I know what it's like. Maybe some people don't have an issue with this, but I definitely do. To be chosen or to be asked. I mean, I've had several people send me some books that they were writing, and what an honor. What an honor to be trusted with that. I feel like Carl is looking a little too much like a bat. What am I missing? It's his nose, isn't it? No. This is pretty much the same. I'm a rank amateur though, so be gentle. I know. I ripped off everyone what? I ripped off everyone though, but I still had something in my head. Yeah. And yeah, let me know what you think. My feelings won't be hurt. I just didn't know if I'm somewhat talented enough to actually keep going. Sure. Yeah. I will be doing that one day. I've sent my story that I've been working on for 9 years to some people, and I tell people, I'm like, look, I want honesty, but I need it in marshmallow coating. Right? I need the truth, but I need it in a marshmallow coating, because Tabitha takes things very much to heart, especially when it's something that she's worked on. So that's another thing that YouTube has helped me with. Like, just because people don't like it doesn't mean they don't like you. And just because it might not be great doesn't mean it's not good. It just might need to be refined. Whew, that's rough. That's a rough lesson to learn, especially when your career is creating things. All right, I think Carl's starting to look a little worried here. I've messed up his eyebrow or whatever this thing is. But yeah, but you need that feedback, because you might miss something, especially if it's your first time, you don't know what you're doing. What do we think of our sketch so far? What do we think? I'm liking it. It's kind of a little bit of a softer version of Carl, to be sure. But I think that's just perfect for a birthday celebration. Very, very nice. And things like this, Abu Nas is a lefty, for real? My people. Right-handed people just don't know the struggle, am I right? Like, I always tell people I'm a left-handed woman living in a right man's world. You just adapt. You just don't know. Although I tell people I can't use left-handed scissors to save my life. I don't know how to angle it to achieve that. Left-handed people is blessed more with creativity. That's what I have heard. And I haven't met that many left-handed people, but it does seem to be true. My grandfather, I am the only left-handed person in my family now. My grandfather was left-handed. He's no longer with us, but I can't say, I don't know if he was a creative person. He was definitely a man of the earth, like hands-on. I don't know that he was creative. Who knows? He might have secretly been. He was a very tough, masculine man, so I don't know if he wanted people to necessarily know he was creative. I don't know. Some folks are kind of embarrassed by that, especially seems like if you're I don't want people to know that I'm me as well, so that means we are the master race. I might kind of leave my goodness, my wording has been very difficult. He looks like some kind of a dog. This is not a bat nose. Wait, I need to look up what a bat nose is. Some euphemism for something you never know on the internet. No joke. When I was first starting out in the world of the internet, I was looking for a picture of the yeah, so it's supposed to be kind of like a lion-bat hybrid that we all created together. So he's kind of like this. But when I was first learning to search the internet, I was about the young age of, I don't know, 14 or something like that. Anyway, like type in. Anyway, yeah, he's looking a little too canine. But yeah, I looked up gopher and I spelled it wrong because it's spelled not my strong suit. Short, yeah. But and it brought up lesbian golf caddy. That thing. I don't know, but that was strange. I found that very bizarre. And now we just got our girl in trouble. But now he looks like he has a Viking helmet for a nose. What are we going to do, Carl? What are we going to do? This pattern is very different. But I wonder if it would make a difference. Maybe a little differently. There's not much of the locks to the locks. So, okay. Like, again, though. I mean, I guess if I hide this, I mean, he kind of does have a canine face as well. So, although this makes it look a little bit more bat-like, right? Let's just play with this a little bit here. Does that kind of work? Maybe they just need to be really long slits. He kind of looks like a cow. How do we fix this, guys? Man, where's Lady Marine? I need her help. Yeah, look, I've just made him into a cow, I think. So somebody find her and tell her I need her. And then you put... Your youngest daughter wants to talk to you. Well, that's good. That's good. Good for you, Abu Nas. You know what, right? It's better to have those conversations than not to have them, right? Thank you so much for stopping by. Absolutely. You want me to send that chat? Yeah, through my email. It's dreamingtabitha@gmail.com. Very consistent across the board. YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Dreaming Tabitha. Poor Carl. I would love to read it. I'm honored. Thank you. And I will be sure to get you that image. All right. What can we do here, guys? I've messed up his face. What are we going to do? Send a DM to me. You got it. You got it. I need to get you on my channel and we can paint, Abu Nas. Let's talk about that. Let's paint something. Got some really cool guests planned that are going to be up and coming. You guys want to be sure to be around for that, teaching YouTubers how to paint. We're going to leave Carl for a second because I can't. Something's... This is where it's going to get kind of tricky because everything's the same color, right? So how do we separate? And again, another challenge that we must face. So he's got kind of broken teeth. But again, this is meant to be kind of like, I forget, this is meant to be like a field guide kind of thing. This is like a field guide. It's not really meant to be very detailed. It's not really meant to have all of that. So I have to remind myself of that. Let's see. That being the case, let me use this spreadsheet. Ruin this. Have a great night. I'll check DM after you. Yes. I'll try to remember to do that. Like I said, I'll be going on Twitch after this stream, so look for me there. Feel free to follow me as I do different artwork over there. So if I don't get to the DM tonight, I will try to do it tomorrow. Appreciate you, all of you, for coming. Oh no! I accidentally colored Guts' barb. That was close. That was close. I don't know that helped anything. It doesn't actually worry. Bat. I need to look for like a bat cartoon. Let me look They all kind of look like little piggies. All right, what about I just don't know. I think it was better. Mike's, yeah, Mike's tacos. How are you? Yes. So, in honor of celebrating my YouTube birthday, Guts and Carl are eating cake with me here tonight. Hope you are having a great evening. Carl is not happy about this. He would much rather go to the birthday party on. Gotta do. Anybody have any interesting plans for the weekend? I am going to be doing chilling myself. I mean, the work never stops. I'm going to plan things for next week. But I don't know that I have anything. Staying alive is step one, says Mike. It's a good plan. I think I'll be able to. Okay. Share your thing. He is a chiropantherist. And that's that. Okay. What's his name? This is Carl. Over here, his parasitic tail is Guts. He's a creation that we all created a couple of weeks ago. He, like I said, kind of a creepy character. But yeah, I've been working on coloring Carl. That's Carl. This is the tail that attaches to him. There's the tail that attaches to him, and his name is Guts. Yeah, Carl. What a great name for a mythical creature, isn't it? Carl. I don't want to make Guts too dark because he's in the background. So I'm going to give him some light texture here because of this fantastic paper that a subscriber gave to me. If you're looking for ways to support the channel, you can look in the description box. I have an Amazon wish list down there, and so you guys have been really generous. I've been getting colored pencils, and I've got this book, and I've got markers, and I greatly appreciate it. You know, stuff ain't cheap, and you guys being willing to support me is encouraging, and it's another reason why I get on here. It's like, man, you guys have invested in me. Let me create stuff for you. Let's talk. Let's chat. Let's hang out. I don't take that lightly. You guys can be watching somebody far more interesting than myself. I think I'm pretty interesting sometimes, but you guys could be watching a million other YouTubers and hanging out with me, calling a weird creature around a birthday cake. Which, by the way, I still don't know what to put on this page. Should I just keep it candles? It's simple. Everything else is kind of weird. Okay, so we're going to I have other pencils that I just hard to look at. I tell you what, I don't know what it is about artists class, but there's just something about using tiny pencils until they're like nothing. Just can't look at them. All right. Here we go. Lady Marine! You must have heard me calling for you. I was struggling with Carl's nose here for a little while. We got it. He's like my coach. I'm streaming on Twitch the other day. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to fix it. And if you remember, go back to the OG days of me streaming. When we did the Medusa, I was like, I don't know how to fix that. And she helped me out there as well. She's working on a little bunny rabbit named Napkin. She's a fantastic painter as well. Hey, Mrs. R2, Achilles Jones, little Spidey in the house. Thank you. You're watching the Shape of Water. I have not seen that. I heard it was like brilliantly, like stunningly brilliant or brilliantly stunning. One of these words. We're almost done here. We've got, like I said, got Carl and Guts celebrating along with me and you guys my YouTube birthday. We were having some serious talks earlier about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. But glad you guys are stopping by. In a little bit, I'm going to be going on my Twitch channel. And Lady Marine has already seen my Fortnite skin character person. I'm going to continue that on over there. It's not my birthday, actually. My birthday is actually in January. But this is my YouTube birthday. I've been doing YouTube for, I don't know, maybe like 7 years now, I think. Something like that. I've been doing it for a while. It's only recently started to pick up, which is one reason why I need to finish my Gary painting. That was supposed to be done a while ago. Like, how far it comes. All that. So I'm seasoned. I'm seasoned in trial and error, I think is the best way I could put it. Haven't quite figured out the successful part. At least trying. Well, I want it to be kind of a basic cake. I really don't want it to here, let me just kind of use my hand here. Smudge it for some shadow effect, but just really lightly. I want this to be a simple kind of cake. I want it to actually, you know what? I have to, because I was basing this cake on Eeyore's birthday cake. My favorite episode is my favorite story is Winnie the Pooh lore. Yes, the Lefty Life. Doesn't matter if I'm painting, drawing, inking. All right. Look at the birthday cake. Candles and pink sugar is Eeyore. So we're gonna have a pink sugar just for Eeyore, who is not here with us, but Carl and Guts are celebrating. So I was saying earlier, if you're new here, that I just really haven't been enjoying Carl and Guts' grand adventures here and the story that we're creating. I don't think this is the last. that we will see of Guts and Carl. I think in the future I would love to draw a little adventure story with these characters. I can just see it. The story that we've created for Guts and Carl make a very interesting story if it's fleshed out a little bit better. So look for that in the next coming years. I gotta save my hand from the other screen. Look. On French word. That's from Winnie the Pooh. I'm not weird. I mean, I might be, but it's all quoting children's books. Right? Oh, I'm a little weird. Anyway, I hope you're all having a good everybody's having a good evening. Maybe some gold here just for now. I can't help myself. I need to save this coloring for later on. Gotta save it for the Twitch. I can't help myself. You know, once you start, you can't shut it down. All right. I think I need to stop. There we go, guys. Guts and Carl came to celebrate, just like you guys came to celebrate my YouTube birthday. And slippery little sucker. I know, right? They just kind of fly right out. Gosh, it's awful when the paintbrush. But thank you for coming along with this journey with me and showing your support. I greatly appreciate it. And, it's a fun little drawing to do. Guts and Carl. Friendship we didn't know we needed. You can't find any friends. There's a parasite out there just for you. And with that, guys, I will see you over on Twitch. Look for Team Tabitha, but if not, I'll catch you next time. Thank you so much again for spending your time with me, and I hope you all have a great rest of the evening. Fantastic